Mr. Speaker, I rise in support of H.R. 3119, the Energy Emergency Leadership Act. This legislation and the two other energy bills that will follow it are bipartisan bills that will protect our energy grid from cyber attacks. All three of these bills passed the House last Congress but were never taken up in the Senate. And that must change this year as the need for this legislation becomes more important by the day. We've heard repeatedly from security experts and regulators over the last few years that our energy infrastructure and grid are being attacked by state actors or other entities. Indeed, just 2 months ago, large parts of this country suffered from gas shortages after a ransomware attack on the Colonial Pipeline. Former Energy Secretary Perry took the first step towards addressing the increasing risk of cyber attacks on our energy infrastructure by creating the Cybersecurity and Energy Security Emergency Response Office, or CSER, as it's pronounced. He then enhanced its stature by making its leader an assistant secretary. So H.R. 3119 would amend Section 203A of the Department of Energy Organization Act by establishing in statute the new Assistant Secretary position responsible for cybersecurity and emergency response issues. This bill also makes clear that this Assistant Secretary would have jurisdiction over all energy, emergency, and security functions related to energy supply, infrastructure, and cybersecurity. And it also vests the Assistant Secretary with the authority to provide DOE technical assistance and support to state, local, or tribal governments upon request. And it requires the Assistant Secretary and the Department of Energy to coordinate with the Department of Homeland Security and other relevant federal agencies in carrying out the bill's provisions. Now, CSER performed this role admirably in May when it coordinated the whole of government response to the Colonial Pipeline attack. By codifying an Assistant Secretary for Cybersecurity and Emergency Response issues, this bill will go a long way in helping to protect the nation's electric infrastructure from hackers and other bad actors who would attempt to disrupt our energy grid and harm our economy, our daily lives, and our overall national security. It would also appropriately raise the stature, of CSER, the office, and provide more accountability over the vital functions with a lead person tasked with carrying them out. So I commend Energy Subcommittee Chairman Bobby Rush and Representative Walberg for their bipartisan effort to protect our energy infrastructure. This bipartisan cooperation is essential as we continue to work to defend our country from the threat of cyber attacks. I also want to thank our ranking members, Rogers, and our Energy Subcommittee ranking member, Upton, for working with us to move this bill and the other two cybersecurity bills that will follow. And Mr. Speaker, I urge all of my colleagues to support this bipartisan bill. And with that, I reserve the balance of my time.